Okie doke, I'm letting them in now.
Oh, hello.
Hi everyone.
Hi, everybody. Hi. So, welcome and thank you very much for giving your time this afternoon.
I'd like to start just by asking if any of you watched the Paralympics.
Yes.
Yes.
And what were your impressions of it if you did?
I think that type of stage where we're able to kind of embrace someone's talent, it's making them feel normal and accepted, which it should be from the start, it should be from the get-go.
It was on in my house. I have my two boys have a disability and they love it, so they get a lot out of it. They just think it's fantastic and it gives them a wee bit of hope as well.
Of course, and that's important.
Yeah.
Very important to see people doing that and thinking, you're doing that, well, I can do that.
Absolutely. I've got a nephew who's disabled and he plays bocce, like a bowls thing. And since the Paralympics, he's been really buzzing with it, wanting to do more things. So I really do think it has impacted on disabled people really well.
Do you think that is sustained in society? Or do you think it's kind of just when the games are happening?
Very much.
Very much. I think it's changed so much.
No, I think people can remember. People aren't stupid, so they can remember watching it. If it had an impact on them, they can then change the way they treat people.
You see, you can't always see disabilities, and I think the people that haven't got, visual disabilities get a hard time really. I have a friend who is really ill. She can hardly walk, she can hardly breathe, but looks fine. People are saying, "Oh, why does she need a disabled car?"
Yeah, I agree with Kath.
I do as well.
I've been classed as disabled for 3 years now, and sometimes when you go out, you're aware of people looking at you. They look at you as if to say, "Why are you parked in that disabled bay?" Until you put your badge in, and then you get out of the car with your oxygen tank. I think some people can be very cruel.
It's sad when we have these conversations, because it seems that if you've got a disability, you're having to constantly prove that you have to get your voice heard, and people either look down on you or don't believe you.
I think the majority of disabled bullying and disabled crime does happen online.
Like slurs, like the R word and stuff, are used so casually, and people don't understand not to use them the same way as other slurs. And just it's I know a lot of insults come from disabilities, but that really doesn't help the problem, and it sort of normalises it being a negative thing, but it's something you can take the mick out of.
To be bluntly honest, you can think whatever you want, but you have to remain a respectable human being and treat these people with the empathy and respect that they deserve. Okay, yeah. It's not a matter about personal feelings, it's about respect, and it's about being a good person.
Paralympics has obviously come along and it's enhanced things like modelling, things like acting, and I feel I'm not sure if it's that, but I feel it must have helped.
Maybe people don't see somebody with a disability on a day-to-day, so if you're seeing them on the television more frequently and daily, no matter what, if they're a sports person, a comedian, I think the more that it is accepted that they are on chat shows, radio stations, different things, the more it becomes accepted.
TV at prime time is the way to do it, isn't it? And that's what there's quite a lot of that now, prevalent.
I was going to say, obviously, I agree with the fact that I think it helps putting a celebrity face to it. You don't have to be disabled to care about disabled people, so it should also be just general celebrities, because otherwise we're just recreating the same issue of people who aren't disabled not caring.
But I still think, us as a society, we've definitely come a long way.
And it's a really good thing where everyone's embraced for who they are. Everyone's different.
But I think we're just going to end up with a much happier, brighter, and mentally healthy disabled community, because they're going to feel way more accepted in society via these events.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.